Gentlemen, so now that we are at this point, we are effectively in the endgame. There's still technically more story I can see to, besides just kicking Malice's butt. But, since the plenty has likely changed since then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the rounds. I've already gone through here and gotten a bunch of deeds sorted for a bunch of different spots. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the rounds, see who we can talk to, see what's new, and, well, see what awaits. So, we're gonna primarily focus on just talking to people and getting everyone's thoughts as to what just happened, and hopefully it'll be interesting, and we'll probably end up collecting a bunch of quests. I ended up looking ahead a little bit to gather a few other deeds as well, and then I take one look at Fonts of Mima and realize, oh geez, we're gonna be here a while. So, let's talk to people. I think Reese and his pals will turn out to be fine salvagers, just like you, Rex. Trust me, I've seen a lot of salvagers in my time, and these guys have potential. I've only been letting them use normal cylinders, and they still manage to haul in some Titan quartz. That right there shows they've got the salvager sense. They aren't always a bit worse for wear though, thanks to all the angry crabble and lice that they drag along with them. Should I be worried about that part of things? Yeah, maybe. You know, it feels like only yesterday that Rex was a plain old salvager who'd moored Gramsia for a day of trading. And now, well, he's the driver of the Aegis. He's on a whole different level. But if I'm right, I don't think he's changed all that much deep down. He's still a good guy working hard. I feel sure you guys will lead Olres to a better future. Show them what you're made of, huh? Alrighty then. And I'm starting to make the rounds. Good to see where everybody's at. Alright, I saw a few more around here. Here we are. I heard it's possible to salvage even from the World Tree itself. Diving into the cloud sea from all the way up there. Sounds scary. But as a salvager, I'd sure like to try for myself someday. Who knows what kind of rare treasures you might be able to haul up around those parts. Stuff from the land of Mortha? Ha! I guess that's in bad taste. Well, it depends on what you know about Mortha, to be fair, but all the same. Alrighty, as per usual, I'll chime in when anything interesting happens. Hang on, why do you have a symbol? Ladies and gentlemen, auction of 2 days soon beginning. Anyone who not registered for auction, please sign up quick. Looks like friends have enough gold, thus now must decide group representative for bidding. Meme, me's pie budding bidder with shiny glint in eye. Maybe today be very good auction. The heck is this? What I'm looking for out in this auction is a Tome of Mortha. Most of the tomes in the auction are written in ancient Nopon, but there's a rumor of a Morthan tome might show up. With all the money you've brought, I bet I can win against anyone else foolish enough to bid for it. Looks like it's about to begin. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous. Next item is this Tome of Mortha. Full of strange symbols nobody can read. Text completely useless. Tome itself quite heavy though, so maybe useful as doorstop. Start bidding at 1, 2, 3, 10. Ooh. I'm not a fan of no-pawn auctions. They're always so lazily paced. If everyone's reluctant to raise the bid because they want to get things as cheap as they possibly can. But I want that tome no matter what. You know how much we ought to bid, right? Let's finish this in one fell swoop. 3,000! No way! Whoa! Such big leap up! Never seen anything like it! Me cannot possibly compete with that. Going, gone! Tome of Mortha goes to High Bitting Blade over there. Haha, thanks for that. This is just what I wanted. I was impressed by your decision, by the way. Personally, I thought we'd have to go up to about 100,000 to satisfy them. Looks like you got us a real bargain. Alright, there's one of the Tomes of Mortha. And there's a Merc mission to decipher it, huh? Now, which one did that get me for Adenine? Because I know there's a bunch I need to decipher. Okay, so I need to find number 2. Well, I need to find number 3, and I believe I need to find number 1 for this one. Although, knowing my luck, I'll probably have to deal with this first. Still, I suppose time will tell. For now, do I want to send her off on that Merc mission? I'll probably be wandering around for quite a bit, so I may as well. Oh yeah, the one I picked up in Leftheria. Let's see. Is the other Tome of Mortha here? Okay, so I've looked at 2. I found 4. And I'm looking for 3 and 1. Okay. Oh, right. Well, looks like I'll get a chance in about 2 minutes, so let's see if I find anything interesting before then. Argentum trade guilds seem very prosperous these days. It's good to see guild do well even with no Chairman Bana. Once friends finished helping Argentum prosper, maybe next should think about becoming owner of shops. Yeah. Uh-huh. Working on it. Making good progress on that count too while I'm thinking about it. Anything over here? Plenty. No matter how much Argentum develop, 12 brother-sister pawn never get better selection of products. Motata says that not happen until other 11 brother-sister pawn come back from resource-finding mission. Heard on Great Melon Vine that they went to Raraya, Morardain, and some other place I've never heard of in life. But Motata always say they'd probably not ever come back unless someone go to fetch them. Yeah, I am well aware I'll have to go track them down at some point. I found a few, but still. We're keeping it well maintained, but there are no plans for the Maelstrom to set sail anytime soon. Well, after that nasty business with Torna, nobody wants to be the next person to take the Maelstrom out. Here's hoping when our next mission does come along, it goes the darn sight more smoothly than our last one. Yeah, it went a little poorly, that is fair. A few things happened, just a couple. Nothing of consequence, just potentially losing everyone on board. Not a big deal. Never mind the whole business with Torna. Wait, am I allowed in here?
Opening protocol engaged.
How did I never break this open? Did I never think to come back after exploring here near the beginning? Maybe, actually.
This is for a just cause.
Is it now? One of these days I'll have to figure out what to do with those no-pawn doubloons. I guess it's true that going out on a journey builds character. I mean, Rex, I still think of you as a rookie salvager. But these days you're in a whole different line of business, and doing well for yourself as a driver to boot. Wouldn't be surprised if you could teach those Torn and goons a thing or two. I feel like there's this strong bond between you and your friends, Blades and otherwise. All that business on the ancient ship was just a horrible ordeal for me, but I guess for you it was something more.
Ready to debrief.
Oh, perfect, there's my opportunity. Alrighty, real quick, is there anything more to worry about through here? Probably not. Might be worth checking up here just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I didn't think so. Look out below! Alrighty.
Assignment complete.
Perfect. Let's go set up some mercs. Alright, now that I'm actually able to see the stuff. Oh yeah, should I initiate this as well? That's tempting, actually. You know what, while I'm here, I do need to... Let's see. Argentum. So, you know what? Yeah, let's initiate that. So, who do I need? So, just Zenobia then, huh? I don't know how resolving this technically works, but hey, we'll be alright, I assume. Where's Zenobia? I know she's in here somewhere. There we are. Must still be bound to Zeke at the moment, but that's okay. And then, I guess... I don't know how much it'll matter, but I'll just go ahead and throw some Earth Blades on top. Actually, hang on a minute. Can I cheese something? Because Wulfric has a requirement in order to get a bunch of Merc missions done, so I wonder if I can cheese that with this. Alright, that's one thing. For another... the Tome of Moritha. So I need Adenine for this one, so I'll need to disengage that.
I will strive to do the
Then I need Water Mastery for at least one. Oh, I need Ancient Wisdom as well? Eh, may as well let Aegeon go out then. Alright, so what overlap does Ichthyology and Earth Mastery have? 1 and 1. Okay, fine. Unless I want to throw Korra at the problem, which, yeah, I could, but don't worry about it.
Excellent.
It won't be a long assignment anyway. Who knows, maybe it'll be nice on me in order to get rid of some stuff. Yeah, well, either way. Let's see, let's make sure to assign a couple of drivers to, well, a couple of blades, just in case we need to change things up. I'm trying to think of who needs to work on stuff right now, because everybody has their trust at level 5. I'm trying to think of who needs to do stuff like Girls Talk, though. Or speaking to a Nupon.
I'll strive to match your expectations.
I think that'll work well enough, but still. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Still, let's keep looking around. I'll likely encounter them at some... Oh, and there it is. Excellent. We may as well resolve it immediately then, right? Peru. Oh wait, this is for Peru? Peru, is something up? Well, this poster may have caught my attention a little. Poster? Let me see. Looking for missing children. If they can help with the investigation in any way, please contact Silas at Goldmouth Flight Deck. Yeah, I can see why that would bother you. I would like to meet with this Silas and find out more details. Would that be alright? Be my guest. Let's go meet the guy. Alrighty then. Not what I expected to find while I'm out here, but I'll take it. Alright, now let's go looking for what I expected. So, Goldmouth Residential District, right? Well, we can start by just continuing to talk. Well, actually no, we'll hit the ground floor first. Well, what do you call ground floor in a place like this, anyway? Oh yeah, if I ever want to throw 100,000 in that direction, just for convenience. Well, I can't even... Well... I can't even afford it right now, apparently. I'm intelligent. Either way, we'll keep working our way up and see what nonsense is up that way. I wonder if it's because of the specific blades that I equipped. I didn't see anything while I was looking around before. Now Indol all gone, everyone are in big busy panic. Sending Argentum personnel to help with accepting of refugees, organizing new trade routes to compensate for missing goods. Everyone need help everyone else out. Hele think should always help people in need. And that's why you're the secretary, right? Gotta keep us honest somehow. Oh hey, I wonder where you would be. I started up my dancing again. Not full-time or anything, but in between my other work. What I really want is to become better than Hagal. I want to be able to impress her when we meet again someday. It feels like I'm really starting to get my life back into gear again thanks to you guys. So, thank you. Was that the one we went and talked to, or was the one that sent us on that goose chase to begin with? Can't recall. Oh well. Anything new from you? Yes! Ah, come on, stop cycling so quickly. Me. When Ulris become more beastful, the Muli probably switch job to Salvager. Would like to switch job now, but Gebi tell the Muli no. Seemed like Gebi liked the Muli more than the Muli thought. So the Muli okay with staying around a little while longer. Well, we'll see how that plays out then, right? Okay, further up. Anything of interest through here? I think there's probably even more if I'm willing to switch to daytime. And probably will see more once it does switch to daytime. Not sure if friends know, but it's no longer possible to go to Indol. Very worried about what happened to people there. Not what boyfriend of Etoto say anyway. Etoto should point out that boyfriend is coolest, cutest, and smartest in all of Argentum. Uh-huh. I'm sure. Clearly. Uh-huh. I totally believe you. Yes, I am being sarcastic, how can you tell? So, what's this?
Zenobia asked us to meet you, but she's not you herself.
Did we get the right time?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
More likely she'd just oversleep or something.
Or she's gonna take a flair for the dramatic because Zenobia. Yep.
Good. I made it just in time.
Bit of a clunky animation, but there we are.
Actually, a little bit late. Huh? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, I guess I am late.
No, you arrived precisely when you meant
Fighting
to.
a massive monster on the way here. I must have gotten a bit carried away in the thick of it.
Zenobia, you're always up for it. I like that.
Haha, you know it.
So, what did you want to talk to us about, Zenobia?
Right. I wanted to lodge a complaint.
Huh.
You all know how much I like fighting really powerful enemies, right? And I'm really grateful that you've been giving me duties where I might run into some decent opponents.
So, what's the beef exactly?
Well, the beef.
Do you even have beef in this
is that
world?
They're all so lame.
What?
Like
Do
the
Armus act
animals
as cows?
that
Do you get
really
beef from
huge,
Armu?
badass beasts, I can't truly express myself in battle. I need to feel that life or death tension to really get my pulse going. I mean, half of the battles I wind up fighting, I could win in my sleep.
You should have seen,
In
well,
other words,
including the Amalthus
you're
fight we just
asking
dealt
for
with.
tougher opponents.
Exactly. If I can't get out of this rut, my skills are just going to stagnate, atrophy.
Zenobia, I'm not sure there's enough of these crazy badass monsters to go around.
I mean, we'll eventually be hitting super
Well,
bosses.
we have Pyra and Mithra here. I could just have a pop at them.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised you were accepting of that.
Why don't we go out and find some baddies to bash? It's a big world. There's got to be one or two worthy opponents out there, at the very least. Just a couple of full-blown behemoths. Surely we can find something.
You'd think. And yet.
I tell you, if we don't, I'm gonna explode. I might have to vent my frustration on one of you guys.
Only Tor would be panicky at that.
Okay, let's look for some.
Roger that. It's kind of a driver's responsibility.
Yeah, I guess. We can't have you going feral on us now, can we?
Hey, why don't we give her the moon on a stick?
Wait, what?
Thank you, everyone.
Is that some phrase from Merry Old England that I'm just not familiar with? Is that some idiom I just don't know? It probably is knowing Zeke, but still. Okay, so let's say we head out and try and find one of these deadly beasts. So does anyone know where to find one? Afraid not. Not the Zekenator's area, I'm afraid. Not no. No. Hey, come on! You must know of at least one decent monster somewhere. To be honest, I don't think about it all that much. You gotta admit, finding a monster that'll satisfy Zenobia is gonna be pretty tough. Impossible, maybe. No doubt about it. Huh? It sounds like you want to give up before we even started. Yeah, what a bunch of defeatists. I hate to break it to you, but we're not actually totally clueless here. Mithra, you know something? Well, I mean, it's kind of an old rumor. Maybe it'll just turn out to be a fairy tale. Anything's better than nothing. Come on, tell us about it. Back in the day, they say there was a monster with awesome power. A king of the beasts, if you will. But it was just too strong. No one could defeat it. In the end, even after many sacrifices, the best the people of the time could manage was to seal it away. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for, alright. So, now all I need to know is where it is. I don't know. Aw, you got me all worked up there. I don't know just doesn't cut it, Mithra. Well, if I don't know, that's all I can say. That's the way it goes. But, Mithra, if your memory serves you correctly, then surely there'll be a record of it somewhere. Ah, maybe we could check out the library at Thioswar. They've got heaps of old records stuffed away there. Yeah? For realsies. So we've got to go there. Thanks, Zeke. I'll let you help me take on this vile beast by way of thanks. No, it's fine. Seriously. Okay, let's all head for Tantal. Alrighty then. Alrighty, so did that slap...
I've returned. Please read the tales of my exploits for
Alright, so
yourself.
did that slap Zenobia
hope
back
you'll be
onto
the bearer
Zeke?
of good
Yes,
news.
it did. Okay, let's put someone else there. Actually, didn't I get Sheba
Banquet
to...
for our banquets?
Trying to remember if I got Sheba to up to 5 or not. Yes, I did. Okay. You need to talk to anyone for your... Oh, yeah. You've got girls talk as well, so I may as well just keep you present. I don't know if it'll work when Zeke isn't the active party member, but we'll see. Oh, perfect.
It's strange.
If only I could try it out.
Alright, then we got all those to get
Put your
through.
mind at ease.
Alrighty, now. Let's see. I guess then, I can assign one to the new one at Leftheria I got, and then another... Ooh, strength 35 plus, huh? Well, I suppose I could always... Let's see, I need to throw
Sending me
Dark
off?
anyway.
And for this? You...
That'll work.
Time to affirm my existence.
Alright, and then Electric Mastery as well. Cora, you go.
Ooh, I love going on trips.
Alrighty.
Don't worry, I won't talk your ear off. There's work to do.
There we go.
Gone.
And then I just need to set the rest. Be on our way. What do you want, Statesman? Why are you being a needy boy? Now, I'll deal with him. What's this about? Have question! Is true that Pyrithium Trade Guild more bigger and famouser than Argentum Trade Guild? No. Meh. Why nobody here at Pyrithium Trade Guild? Pyrithium Trade Guild, one of 11 Nopon Trade Guilds. Nunui is rising star in ranks of Pyrithium Trade Guild. But ever since Argentum rise to power, all other Nopon guilds left behind. So to restore Pyrithium Trade Guild to former glory, last wish of Nunui. Open this chest that passed down through generations, then sell treasure and put guild back on feet. But Nunui need Nopon to... Hold up! Smell of Nopon doubloon! Come from pocket of friend, shown to Nunui! This it! Nopon doubloon of legend! The key for accessing fabled treasure trove of Pyrithium Trade Guild! Number of Nopon doubloons in world equal to number of trade guilds. 11 in total, Nopon say. But to make chests open, not so easy. They hidden all over all rest. If friends can open treasure, Nunui share with friends a little. So please, friends bring 11 Nopon doubloons. Okay. Hehe, Nunui lucky to find such greedy friends. Nunui not mean in bad way. In Pyrithium Trade Guild, call friend greedy is highest praise. Whereas about some Nopon doubloon, Nunui know just one. Happy day! Friends go to Argentum Trade Guild, find stacked boxes in Central Exchange. Doubloon on very top. Nunui not skilled jumper, cannot reach on Nunui's own. Friends go to collect that one, and all others until friends have 11. I guess that's where those doubloons factor in, huh? I guess we'll see how that plays out before too long. Out of curiosity... Wait, that's not the one I wanted to check. I should be able to find it in the key items, right? I have 5 of them, huh? Okay then. Knowing that, well, I guess we'll see what awaits, huh? Meanwhile, I'm gonna check around up here and then be on my way. Something new from Bana? How dare you reduce mighty leader of Trade Guild to hard labor? You continue to treat me like this, and Bana assure you someone not going to sit idly by. Yeah. I guess that's the generic one when there isn't... Well, I wonder if I should have run into that one before everything else. Especially given the investigation into his room. Well, either way, it looks like we may have run into the end of stuff up here unless the time change threw things out of whack. Which is possible, to be fair. Well, I can always change the time around again if need be. How terrible. That precious stone. I must apologize to my client. Oh, hello there. Who are you? Are you acquainted with a blade named Adenine by any chance? There's something I need to tell her, so if you could bring her to me, I would be most grateful. Oh. This ought to be good.
You just leave it to me. I'll use my brains to put this team to good use.
Ah, you must be Adenine. That's right. Are you here to deliver the Tome of Moritha I ordered? No, actually, I was the tome's previous owner. Oh, really? What, you came to bring it to me personally? I'm so sorry. It seems the tome may have been lost in transit from Moradane. What? Well, not so much lost as the entire vessel carrying the delivery may have been shipwrecked. That's awful. Upon receiving your letter, I entrusted the tome to a courier so that it might reach Argentum as quickly as possible. But the courier ship got attacked by monsters and sank or something? Precisely. You sounded so very enthusiastic in your letter, so I felt I had to apologize personally for this regrettable loss. Hey, it's not your fault. It's the monsters or the courier who are to blame. You are more gracious than I deserve. But will this not present a terrible obstacle to your research? Don't worry, I happen to be acquainted with a very accomplished salvager. Do you know whereabouts it was the ship sank? I've heard it was around Uman's shipyard in Gormont. Alright then, if we know the location, that ought to be enough. Thanks for letting us know, Tavisa. Oh, it's the least I could do. I'm just glad I was able to make up for your loss, if only a little. Umon Shipyard, huh? Alright, let me write that down real quick. And then we'll get back to scouring. Alright, it looks like not much has changed through here, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to scouring Gormont. And, since I'm pretty sure, just as the reminder, Umon Shipyard over this way, we may as well take care of what Adenine needs real quick first. Besides, it's not every day I get an occasion to salvage in Gormont.
That was a slog.
Alrighty, let's take care of it. Let's see, just need to set up a few blades for same and then be on our way. Wait, Mikhail has salvaging mastery? What? How's that work? Okay then. I'm not gonna complain, but I am surprised.
Yep. Just leave it to Boreas.
Let's see, I can just stack all of this.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
hang on,
leave
what am I
it
doing?
to Boreas.
Come on.
Don't expect me to do everything for you. Leave it to me.
Oh yeah, I need to see to that at some point, don't I? Okay, maybe next time.
Yep.
Or,
Just
actually
leave
that's
it
the
to
active
Boreas.
quest that I have, isn't it? Let's see, I need to head to Arrive for that one, and we'll see to it before too long. Okay, have I bonded every blade I can for this? Actually, wait, I can set up... Yeah, it looks like I've got every blade in play. Let's see what kind of effect it has. Well, every rare blade anyway. Alrighty, let's take a look. Clearly I should burn the really good stuff first, right?
Shouldn't be too long.
Oh, damn.
Ta! Onwards.
We'll see what effect it has.
This looks like it'll be something good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
This is for a just cause.
Alright, there's the Tome of Mortha, and the Merc mission to attend to it. Alright, let me reset my blades real quick and we'll be on our way. Alright, let's take a look at this. Okay, Tome of Mortha Volume 3. So, let's see what's required for this one. Alright, where's Adenine? There you are.
I will strive to do the utmost best.
Alright, so I need
whatever
someone
my
with...
role.
So, let's see. Let's find out what overlap there is with agronomy first, as always.
I imagine I'll fit right in.
I vow to carry out my sworn duty.
Reporting.
Alright, that's decent stuff. Okay, then I need to... Actually, if I need Ancient Wisdom, is it worth pulling a Gion back into this? Yeah, it would allow me to work on some of his stuff as well. Can't recall what exactly he needs to work on yet, though. I'll have to double check anyway.
Let's go then.
Actually, who else has Ancient Wisdom? May as well let the... we won't worry about Ancient Wisdom. It's only a 20-minute mission anyway. Unless I want to throw Wolfric in here just to
Of course.
keep working on that. Not the worst idea, actually, since Wolfric could stand to do some smaller ones, just to make things easy on him. Alrighty. Now, out of curiosity... Oh, hello.
This is for a just cause.
How did I never notice that? Think I would have, given the circumstances, but here we are. Okay, no one around here apart from the Titan we found a while back. So, I think then, for the majority of people we can talk to, we gotta go to Torgoth. Ooh, what's this?
And we're you.
Let us go.
Sharpen up your dogs. Toddlers die first in battle. Matrak, try again. If you didn't like that on the battlefield, I'd kill you myself. No way. Diligent work, Captain. It's a Special Inquisitor Morak. Do Ardanian soldiers train like this every single day? Indeed we do. Every day, rain or shine. We've got to be ready to go at the drop of the hat, you know. Wow, sounds like a tough life. Look at these softies. Softies? That's what I said. I thought these were just warm-ups, but apparently this is all they can do? Warm-ups? You would insult our training regimen? Lady Morag, would you mind if I joined in with their training? I'll show them what real training is all about. Wait a second, Newt. You're not an Ardanian soldier. If you go charging in, won't it be more of a problem than a benefit? You're right. Newt has nothing to do with the army. Aw, come on, Morag. But having said that, she is very strong. I'm sure our soldiers could learn a lot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Morag complimented me. I can't believe it. You won't regret this, I promise. Let's get started with a little sparring match, shall we? Sparring? Yep, first we gotta let you know what kind of power you're up against. We? Are we all doing this then? Roger that. But don't expect us to hold back just because this isn't a real battle. Think you can handle our best efforts? Ha! Go for it! Then your opponents will be our most elite soldiers. Oh, and you too, Matrag. You could do with seeing how a real soldier fights up close and personal. What? Well then, let's all give this our best shot. Okay then, I didn't expect to unearth basically every side quest while I was out and about. Should have known better though, I suppose.
We've been discovered.
Alright, think you can take me? Huh. Relatively low level. This must have been accessible for a while then. I've just never had Newt out, or at least in a position where I'd notice, more to the point. Do I have anyone that even has Topple right now? Ah well. Whatever the case may be. Alright, let's see how you look. Alright. Hopefully dramatic. Good. Alrighty. Now go ahead and hit it again. I should probably put something that inflicts topple on either Morag or somebody else. There we are. Surprised they're giving us a core crystal for every one of these guys. Ah well, I also need to work on Theory, since that I didn't give her any of the love source, I don't think. Not that it mattered this much this time around, to be fair. Well.
Seriously? Is that all you've got?
You're a blade,
I
calm
thought the Indol
down.
was meant to be the pride of Mor Ardain. Looks like you need to go through basic training again.
You're definitely a strong fighter. I'll give you that. I dare say even the whole garrison would have trouble putting you down. However, the brave Imperial Army Corps represent but a fraction of the might of Mor Ardain. The real reason that our enemies tremble before us is our legions of Titan weapons, and the skill of those who operate them.
Oh! So, the Titan weapons make Mor Ardain's army, huh?
Absolutely. I believe even someone like you would struggle against one.
Ha! Is that right? Well then. If the captain says so, then I guess it must be true. So, how about we go and test your theory?
Test?
Welp.
A full-on demonstration of skill.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, don't act all surprised. You're saying that you think you can beat me with one of those Titan weapons, right? So, I'm saying I accept your challenge.
No, come on. That's a super heavy class weapon. There's no way a single blade can defeat it.
He's right, Newt. Don't you think you're being a bit reckless?
No need to worry, Master Rex. Maybe you should be worrying about the Titan I'm about to crush.
Uh-huh.
But
enough talk. Make your preparations, Captain. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
This is gonna go well.
serious? I'm not taking responsibility if the Titan pounds you into dust.
That's fine by me. I say bring it on. Come on, give me all you got.
Prepare to attack! Sir. Are you sure, sir?
What? Is there a problem? I haven't got all day.
We have no idea what could happen.
That is a question, isn't it? Dramatic music playing, of course.
Come at me!
How's that work? You're gonna hurt someone by doing that.
Not bad, huh? These Titan weapons that you all value so much might be at the core of the Ardanian Imperial Army's strength. But you shouldn't be relying on them so much. It'll just end up holding you back. When we fought before, I saw it very clearly. The way you insist on relying on these weapons is making you slack off in your training. If you don't keep improving, the rest of the world's gonna catch up to you.
I think the music's a bit too dramatic for this.
Constant improvement is essential.
Where'd you come from?
Grand Marshal.
The Grand Marshal? What is he doing here?
Who? Commander of the entire army. He reports directly to His Majesty the Emperor.
Brawling in a military facility, unauthorized discharge of Titan weaponry, destruction of a Titan. These are serious infractions.
Forgive me, Grand Marshal.
We're so sorry.
Permission to speak, Grand Marshal.
Wait, even Morag obeys him?
This was due to my lapse in judgment. There is no need to punish them. I take full responsibility for what happened.
Lady Morag, you keep strange company these days, my lady. But respect for the free will of one's blade is the mark of a truly excellent driver.
You honor me, Grand Marshal.
However, a crime is a crime. It wouldn't do to let this go unpunished. So they must work off their debt. I order you to repair the Titan Archelon. I want it in working order as soon as possible. This is top priority.
Grand Marshal, can I offer a suggestion?
You're not in a position to, but... well, he's being nice to you.
Everything that happened today, it was all my fault. The responsibility for repairing the Titan should fall on me, alone.
Oh, I wonder. What say you, Lady Morag?
If it pleases the Grand Marshal, we will lend assistance if necessary.
Very well. Then, to work.
Yes, sir, Grand Marshal, sir. I'll get to work fixing Archelon immediately. If you'll excuse me?
Well, at least you're taking this in stride. Then again, you're the one who screwed up, so it's not as if you're in a position to say no, right? Hi, what are you doing here? May as well say hello while I'm here. Wait, Special Inquisitor Morag? I never have thought... Don't tell me. Must be to check on the well-being of the troops? Oh, there is no greater honor. Ah, if only you were my immediate superior, it would be so much easier to motivate myself to keep working. Please, forget anything I just said. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, what's required for this?
Haha! With my skills, we can keep this fight up for 100 years more!
Alrighty then. Okay, I see. Looks like there are 2 damaged areas. If I replace those parts, then everything should be ship-shape. What parts do you need? A search monitor and a Delta vessel. Pretty sure you can get both of those by salvaging. Sounds like it's my time to shine. I'll be back with those things in no time. Thanks. Do I already have them? You know what? I may as well just see this thread to its conclusion while I'm here, right? Okay, let's see. Quest log. Which one do I need? Search monitor. Okay, I need to go to more Ardain for that one, huh? In that case, I'll finish making the rounds through here, and then I'll hit more Ardain next. The refugees from Indol have arrived, and we're doing what we can in the base to deal with them. From what I heard, Tornin attacked them with some Titan-like thing. Two Titans fighting each other. It's the stuff of nightmares. There's rumors more Ardain moved up near the World Tree as well. I'm worried for my dad back in the home country. I hope he'll agree to evacuate here too.
I've returned. Please read the tales of my exploits for yourself.
Oh, perfect.
All friends returned safely!
Let's go say hello. Nice.
It's strange. Knowledge is a gift that keeps on giving.
Alrighty, just need to go find the final tome, huh? Guess I can always toss you back into the main team and work on that then, huh?
I can assist the team great.
Well, all in due time.
From strength
Although, Oh, jeez.
No more losing.
You were at this for a while. Okay. Looks like speak to an Ardanian isn't likely to be resolved, but still, I do need to complete a bunch of Merc missions for focus level 5. So, guess I get to sit here for a little bit, eh? Alright, I may as well send you off on the next bunch then. Let's see. I need something quick. Quicker. Yeah, that'll do.
Yes.
And, have I sent my... Alright, looks like I've sent my 4-crown level... Well, 4-crown blade out, so I guess I'll just focus on the rest, be on my way.
Best of luck.
Don't worry, I imagine
I'm great at support.
I imagine I'll fit right in.
Alright, off they go.